the reason why I couldn't hear the sound alerts then. It changed itself.
It changed itself.
Yeah, it changed it from the device it was picking up from.
Oh yeah, OBS does that all of the damn time.
So like, it was just, you know, like debating me last minute, like, hey, thought I'd change the settings without actually changing any of the settings. Wait.
This game, OBS wouldn't do that, would it?
Don't know.
Oh dear. We've just finished our pre-GP by about 11 minutes ago, and we're straight into the actual race.
We are, yes.
High five, Sarah, for the win.
Yeah.
I'm claiming a moral P3 on that.
Did you not get? Did you end up getting less then?
No, I had a 3-second penalty.
It's P3 on road, so.
Yeah. But hell, that was I enjoyed that. Uh-oh.
It was good.
Oh, there we go. I thought I glitched out there for a second. No, it was just showing me a Alfa Romeo. So we've just had a wet race at Montreal, and this was forecast to be a wet race, and it is now dry.
Yeah.
You gotta love F1.
You do. Yeah, alright, Pedro.
Lights
last
out.
game,
Onzo P2. Hamilton up to P2 straight away. Okay. Oh, there we go. Thought we lost you for a second there. Well, Alonso's going to be back to P4. Looks like. Oh, yeah, don't go side by side with Russell. That doesn't end well.
I can't see the source at the moment. I can't see it's buffering for me.
Hold on, I'll reset it for you.
It's right. It's probably my fault, my end. We have some technical difficulties as always.
Oh, signs across the curb.
Oh, I see now.
There we go, fixed it.
I see it.
Perez up. At the inside of Leclerc.
Oh.
Verstappen's gone already. Two McLarens together. Alonso's stayed ahead of Russell. Oh, there's Hulk. Hulk had to cut across the. Oh, he so nearly went up the back. Oh.
Surely he's got to give those places back, right?
Well, no, he was avoiding, so he's fine. That was damn lucky, though. Whew. So I'm still cooling down after our race.
Same.
Hulk was lucky there. He had to cut across the runoff, but it looks like he hasn't really lost too much. Maybe placed Ocon.
Pedro, you missed a bit. Hulk's just trying to avoid everyone.
Yeah, nearly went skittering down the pit lane. So I'm seeing all the points in this. I'm seeing where all the little kinks are in the road, thinking that's where I break on the game.
Yeah. That's where I nearly binned it into a wall.
Yeah, that is where Stephen lost his front wing. That's where Stephen lost his other front wing. Bless him. Oh, was it me or was on some cameras McLaren's luminous orange just goes boop like that? It's like it blows out the screen colour a bit.
I was going to say, their rear wing looked like it had pink.
Yeah. So
let's watch that start again then.
Yeah, Hamilton got a good start.
That's what we'd like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
He had a really good start, didn't he?
Alonso not so much. Hulk and Ocon together, coming through turn 1 and turn 2. Really,
that's what I said, Pedro. It looks like pink.
Yeah, Yeah, Alonso held off Russell into the first chicane.
A lot of side-by-side action there.
Yeah, all the drivers really behaved themselves for a change, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't always happen, does it?
Oh. Looked like Perez was in a little bit of a sandwich there. A little bit.
Let's not go into the sandwich topic again. Oh, there's Hulk. Yeah, Hulk just missing the back of. I think that was Verstappen. No, not Verstappen. Perez. Sorry. So okay, he did lose a couple of places there. No, hang on. No, it was K-Mag. It was K-Mag. It was further back.
Ah.
Wow. I was wondering why it was a. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Close to the wall though. Like that was like.
Okay. Okay, so Verstappen, Hamilton, followed by Alonso. Now this is a trio. 11
a trio
titles.
Of champions.
Yeah. 11 titles between them, and then the rest of the field. Oh.
Piastri's in front of Norris though.
Yeah, he is.
That's not something we've seen so far much, unless obviously Lando had that pretty bad start last race. But I'll just scrap that from memory.
Okay, so what's happened here with Alonso? Oh, he's pushing hard. He grazed the wall a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a bit lucky because that can break a drive shaft.
It's a shame that Albon doesn't have the car to keep up with the others behind him. Yeah.
I've just noticed they put a load of bollard, a load of signage down into turn 1 on the left-hand side, and it really obscures the view of the drivers. I don't like it. Right, they're all on the medium tyres except for Perez and Gasly in the top 14. Well, there's only Gasly, Magnussen, Bottas, and Tsunoda who aren't on the mediums. Excuse me. Alonso's looking racy. He wants Hamilton's P2, doesn't he?
I think so. You never know. In the Aston Martin, he might get it.
True. Same power unit as well.
Yeah. Something we wouldn't send last year, but this year's completely different.
Okay, yeah. Alonso's pushing. He's going to go for this.
Yeah, I reckon next DRS only might give it a little bit of a...
Yeah, and now we're looking, at the back of Norris.
Oh.
I love that. Well, Alonso's shaping up for a pass, and we're suddenly on the back of, looking at the back of Norris.
Yeah. It's debating us. It's like, oh no, you're going to see this instead.
I mean, they have to show multiple battles, but they need to go to 2 screens at that point, don't they? Watch 2 battles at the same time.
Yeah, because like you say, sometimes we do miss out on some good passes, and then we only see them after the race.
As Pedro says, fair play on Piastri for being ahead of Lando. Fair play indeed.
Yeah. Just a line of cars at the moment. They seem all relatively quite close to each other.
With the exception of one.
Yeah, but yeah, you could see I was just ignoring him. Then I was just like, no, not gonna mention it.
Yeah. Oh, you can see when Fernando gets up underneath Hamilton, he starts porpoising, literally bouncing down the straight.
Yeah, what happened to Yuki? He seems to be having a bit of a bad start of the race.
Angry Yuki noises.
Tyres are more vulnerable than FP2. Yuki pitted at the end of the first lap. Probably first lap damage then.
You can only imagine he's had a puncture or front wing break or something.
Probably. Wait. When did Piastri did Piastri just take Hulk?
Yep. That wasn't shown.
What did I say? F1, come on.
We'll get a replay eventually. Piastri on the move, P6. That's good though.
It's good. Yellow flag sector 2 though. Wonder what that's for. I'm guessing Sergeant.
Yeah, Sergeant. He's dropped back.
He's falling right down.
Okay, there is Piastri. No, that is Norris and Hulk. And Leclerc. How is Sainz behind Leclerc? I suppose Sainz had a lot of penalties, didn't he?
Yes. Did you get 1 or 2?
What? I thought it was in slow motion there for a second.
Yeah. Virtual safety car.
Okay, there you go. There's
Sergeant
Sergeant.
is out.
And that smoke there is what you're seeing is it's from the brakes that are just hot.
Hot.
Hot, 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 hot.
Do you reckon we can see anyone pitting or not really?
Too early.
Yeah, I reckon.
Ending, yeah. Not long enough either. God, that just died. He had loads of power, loads about nothing, and he just went, nah, that's it.
Yeah, not really his fault, that one.
And you got to say that's got probably, with no smoke and all like that, that's probably a hydraulic failure or gearbox or something to that effect. Okay, DRS I believe is reinitiated straight away, so this should, yep, you can see. Okay, we're going to see a pass with the McLaren and the Ferrari.
Oh, maybe not. No. Looked like he could have.
There's no lunges in this formula.
Yeah.
Well, there is, but it doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, not on that chicane.
It's only Danny Rick I'd expect to do that.
It's like a replay of the race we just had. Me just in the McLaren just ahead of a Ferrari.
Yes, this was my view for the last 2 or 3 laps. But in the wet.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know, that was... I know it didn't go very well for Ziggy and for Steven and Pedro, actually, but I think that was our best...
best race. It's certainly my best one, wasn't it? I've had 0 points, 0 points, barely surviving. Oh, I won one.
I just wish I didn't have that drive-through.
Yeah.
Oh, Alonso pushing it. He so almost clipped the wall there. To be fair, Russell's joined the fight now. By that I mean the fight for P2.
Fight.
I can't even see Verstappen anymore.
Yeah, no, it's just gone.
Oh, here it is. They finally found it after about 3 laps. That was a good move from Piastri.
Fair play. That was good. That was a good move from Pastry.
Stop thinking about food.
No, but to be fair, it was a good move.
It was.
Bit of a lunge, good move. Made it stick.
Ooh, Russell a bit wide on the exit of the right-hander though. Yeah, okay, so Verstappen has sodded off down the road by about 3.5 seconds. It's the gap between Russell and Ocon that worries me, because that's going to grow, and Verstappen is going to have a slot to drop back into when he needs a pit stop, right behind these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Stroll and Gasly are swapping places. Gasly got massively caught out in Q1 yesterday. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Mm.
I quickly caught the highlights.
So yeah, the soft tyres have died off already.
Surprise, surprise. Again, still pretty close together. Perez hasn't been able to make up as many places yet.
Well, he seems to be a bit hesitant in the races at the moment, but he is only, when you add up all the times, about 2 seconds off P8.
True.
Oh! Verstappen says, I think I hit a bird. So that's a bird strike. That can break a front wing, a helmet, anything. Hulk goes into the pits instead of trying to overtake Piastri. That really ruined Piastri because Piastri defended. See, move those...
Yeah, that's Norris. That's Norris.
Sorry, Norris. But that bloody Pirelli boarding there means we can't see the cars coming down to turn 1.
Yeah. It's a bit badly placed, that one.
Mm. And to answer Pedro's question, the Williams are set up for straight lines. It's hard to overtake a Williams. You can catch it, but you can't get past it.
Also, I'm surprised that Stroll and De Vries had pitted.
Yeah, they were on mediums as well. Hulk, the Haas just... Oh! Oh! Russell! Oh!
He hit the ball there?
Yes, he has. He's taken out his front... He's hit the front, and... No, he's hit the rear tyre, then into the front.
Oh, did you see the tyre at the back?
Yeah. He's hit the front, and he's hit the back, and then the front's gone into the wall afterwards, I would suspect. It looks like his suspension's fine. Yeah. Safety car, full safety car. So we've got Verstappen in, Hamilton in, Alonso in. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I suspect Russell can carry on.
If he gets it back, yeah.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't...
Maybe pushing too hard there?
Yeah. Just pushing too hard. When we see a replay, I'm betting he hits the rear of the car, then noses in afterwards.
Yeah. All I saw was
that might be a penalty for Hamilton.
That was close. That was really close.
Yeah. Right, the whole field are pitting. Shocker.
Perez didn't pit though. He jumped right back up.
Nor did Tsunoda and Hulk, but they pitted.
Ferrari boys.
Okay, that's ruined the Hulk's race because he pitted just before the safety car. So let's see what happened to Russell. I bet you he hits the rear end first, then the nose. Got it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he is lucky to be in the race still.
Oh yeah. Can you see that bit of the tyre at the back just rolling?
That's wheel.
Yeah,
that's the rim. I won't be surprised if they can't get that wheel off, actually.
I sure hope somebody picks up that phone now. Because I f***ing called it.
I hope you heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. Alonso was being a bit dramatic there. Alonso was being a little bit dramatic. Like moving the wheel around. Oh, he's in my way. Yeah. I think these might have damaged the hub. Maybe? No, he might get away with it, actually. He might get away with it. Okay, yeah. So the hub... Okay.
They can't get the wheel on now, can they?
Well, it's on. I think they're just checking it over. Checking the drive shaft and the brakes and all that.
Oh, he's got going again. He's going.
Does look a... Is that a bit wobbly? Well, he's pushing it along. Yeah, even Toto Wolff's going. So Norris and I think that was Albon very close together as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, in R3 GP, I went right through a McLaren mechanic. Right through him. So we could be looking at penalties for Hamilton and I presume Norris.
But is it really their fault? Because of, like, their mechanics let them go. They can't really see in the mirrors. And then just put their foot down.
You do what you're told in that circumstance, don't you? It's...
Yeah, because I'm saying, you can't really see. You're just told to go. And it's not like they tell you, oh yeah, so-and-so's been out at the same time, watch out for him. You can't exactly just wait there for someone to go past.
No.
It's a bit of a hard one, that one.
It is tricky. I think George is saying his steering wheel's a bit bent. So he that might ruin his tyres long term, because if he's steering to the side all of the time, that's going to create extra wear.
Yeah. It begs the question again, do you just save the engine?
Yeah.
You just retire the car?
Yeah. And it's exactly that. Do you save the engine, or do you risk going out for a few points and potentially putting it in the wall again?
Someone got damage?
No, you were saying what is all that damage from?
Oh, I was going to say, has he got damage? Where did that happen?
No. No, he was asking what the damage on the wall was. This weekend marks 50 years since the first safety car was introduced during the 1973 Canadian Grand Prix.
The more you know.
The Ferraris are running 4.5 at the moment on the mediums. But they're going to have to pit again for soft or hard tyres later on, I suspect.
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't pitted. That's ambitious.
No, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, Magnussen, Bottas didn't pit. Everyone else did.
Sonoda and Hulkenberg pitted before the safety car, which is why they're... Well, Sonoda had the first lap incident, we think, and Hulkenberg just pitted. The Haas is not good on tyres. How K-Mag is still going around, I don't know. But then again, he tries to do the whole race on one set of tyres, even if it is in the wet. On dry tyres. It's like they've got a budget problem there or something. I still can't believe on the pre-GP, Verstappen, at this point in the track, during safety cars, went whoop right past me.
Yeah, when he was like, I ain't stopping.
I
wonder what the AI of Verstappen is going to be like in 23.
We'll find out soon enough.
Oh.
Just out of curiosity, next race after this, Austria.
Austria. Nice.
Nice.
And Pedro, is Ferrari being Ferrari again?
What were you saying about my team?
Nothing. Just the fact that they didn't pit when everyone else pitted. But...
Well, they should have enough pace to stay ahead of K-Mag, Bottas and Ocon, but Perez will be straight past them. Safety car this lap. Oh yeah, that's where you just came in. I saw signs just popping over the sausage curb there. And then obviously, yeah, he got back past him down into the final chicane. Good bit of racing there, actually, considering no DRS. Pit incident involving Ocon, Bottas and K-Mag noted. Overtaking under safety car.
Right.
Green flag. Verstappen weaving, Hamilton don't care. What he's doing there is Verstappen knows when he's going to go, and Hamilton's just going, I'm just going to push the throttle when you go. I'm not going to mess around. I think Max is going to go after the corner or during it. There he goes. He got a better one than Lewis.
As I said, no matter if he was holding him back or not, he's still going to get a better run than all the other cars. I was going to say that Pedro. It looked like he was like, towards the end, he was a bit really happy on that.
I'm betting he'd tell you it was by design. It was increasing the slip angle of the tyres and all that to get a bit extra heat.
Yes,
Sure.
yes.
Stallone Tulsa King, I just saw there for a advertisement. Sure.
There's Rolex.
That it does. And the one that's annoying me says Pirelli. Advertising does work. McLaren's together.
There's a wild Albon just in the back there as well.
Yeah, he's still running. Okay, he's not running as high as he was, but he's still doing well in the Williams. It's nice to see a Williams doing fairly well.
Yeah.
Okay. Norris is going to have to get ahead of Ocon fast because Piastri looks genuinely faster in this race.
Yeah. Which is again is also nice to see. It's rather cloudy.
But it is forecast to be a dry race. So this, yeah, Norris. Okay. Norris dive bombed Piastri into the hairpin.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, Sarah. When you see my clips of the pre-GP, you're going to be surprised at some of the passes I pulled off. Honestly, they're a bit sketchy.
So Max has then entered the 1/16. It's funny how he's actually going faster on the slower set of tyres.
True, but once they've gone down a bit of fuel and the track's rubbed in a bit, it's surprising how fast the harder tyre can go.
All the clear of a lock up there.
Yeah, using a bit of tyre where it shouldn't be. DRS re-enabled. That gives Alonso a shot at Hamilton again. I do like the look of that Ferrari, but I do miss that more gorgeous side pod they had last year.
Yeah.
But still.
And didn't they have like a slightly deeper red last year as well? Like a darker red.
Yeah, this one's a little bit lighter. And also, Pedro, the Ferrari's the only ones who haven't pitted yet. Well, so you've got K-Mag and Ocon, I think. Oh, McLaren, what are you doing? Okay, that's going to give Albon a shot. He's got him.
Alonso with the fastest lap. Let's go.
Okay, so Piastri now going backwards a little bit.
Yeah, not really helped though, and not really helped by his teammate.
Agreed. But it's one of those things, if you can't get past your teammate, the last thing you need to do is lose another place. Or crash with your teammate. So, okay, so Albon was going for the pass, and then Piastri just locked up. There was no way he was making that corner. No way he was making that corner at that speed, that braking that late. That's a little bit of, not a rookie error, but that's experience, that one.
Mm-hmm.
He could have just braked at the same time as Albon and hung him out to dry.
Yeah. A
So,
little bit of a train behind Ocon.
yeah. Oh, Perez is actually on the same tyres as well. He hasn't pitted either. I forgot he hadn't pitted. Okay, K-Mag on Bottas. Here we go. And Lando on K-Mag. Just getting in tears.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ballsy from Norris.
Yeah, and then a wild AlphaTauri bit. No, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. Wrong team.
Alpha this, Alpha that. So I'm glad that Max isn't disappearing off out the front.
No, but also, I mean, that 2-second lead's probably going to be a 3-second one, surely.
Haven't heard anything more about that potential bird strike on Verstappen.
When he went into the pits, they must have quickly checked over and went, yeah, you're fine.
There is there's a little like a rodent creature that lives around here. I can't remember what its name is. It's not a badger. It's one of those weird little creatures. Not a beaver. It's one of those sort of things. And occasionally they run out and F1 cars splat them.
I know which one. I know what animal you're on about, but I don't know the name. I've forgotten.
Begins with a G, doesn't it? I want to say guinea something, but it's not.
Kind of look like guinea pigs.
Hmm.
They're a bit bigger.
Groundhog? It could be a groundhog. That would be about right.
Groundhog.
Yeah.
I think it is a groundhog.
Yeah, occasionally they run out and you see as they explode as they hit the front wings. At least it's instant. Some mechanics, I feel sorry having to pick it out the front wing.
Ooh.
I know. I've seen what happens when a pheasant hits a van. That's not pretty either. They are suicidal, those pheasants.
True, in the countryside.
Alonso!
Chilling around.
He's got... Oh, Hamilton nearly at the back of Alonso. Hamilton's going to come back. Alonso's got DRS. Alonso's going to have to go defensive. The old man can still do it. I think you're right, Pedro. I think it was Grosjean. Oh, it's a shame this isn't for the race win. Good racing from the two old men of the sport, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Old man at 41.
Oh, Albon having a little bit of a look
Oh, then he lost the place he gained on Piastri.
Oh no.
Albon. That's what happens when you outbreak yourself.
True.
Lots of action so far, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling it now. I think Ferrari are going to go one stop.
On the medium zone?
To the hard. They haven't pitched yet.
True.
I
I'm just
reckon
thinking, like, how long can they last in the mediums before they have to switch?
if they can get to lap 33, 34, they'll easily do the rest on hards. Easily. Pit lane incident. No further action. Didn't see who that was.
Carlos wants team orders. Yeah, see, that radio sounded like it, that he did. Be patient, Carlos. Be patient. They'll probably stuff you up with the tyre strategy anyway, so...
That's optimistic, isn't it? Don't worry, you're part of Ferrari.
Yeah, don't worry. It's just Ferrari being Ferrari.
I don't know what you mean. Stevie Wonder! Hello, hombre! Absolute pleasure to see you. Did you catch Sarah's win on the pre-GP?
It was your raid. I appreciate it because it helped me win. For the first time ever in our pre-GPs, I won one. So thank you, Stevie. I appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure to see you, Stevie. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Okay, you can... Oh! Norris on Bottas, who hasn't bitted yet. Well, that looked easy in the end. You enjoying the Grand Prix as well? Turn 10, involving car 4. Noted Norris driving slowly. Okay, that's a new one. No worries, man. I do recommend you catch at least a part of the VOD for Sarah, because that would look great from her perspective. Well, I'm going to go back and watch it. Hang on, didn't we just see Norris get past Bottas? No, it would have been Piastri on K-Mag, wouldn't it? My bad. It looks like there's lots of debris. I'm guessing it's pollen or something. Yeah, it's pollen. Just all the way around the circuit. I would imagine if enough of that gets sucked up by the radiators, that's going to cause a problem. And Sarah, Stevie said you deserve it. Also, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Why? I don't know why. My thing decided to just, shit itself and go, eh.
That was weird, because I couldn't hear you at all for a second there.
Okay. Back. I was basically saying, thanks, Stevie. Your raid must have been a good luck charm, so I appreciate it.
Big hearts to you, Stevie. Big hearts. I like how you did that in the white, in the light, and I did it across my black shirt. That complete contrast.
Yeah, so polar opposites.
Yeah. My black soul. Albon and K-Mag into the final corner. Come on, Albon. I suppose K-Mag has DRS on Piastri too. He's going to go defensive. Late braking. Yeah, you're never going to get around K-Mag that way. Thank you, Pedro. Stevie always deserves a good shout out. Alright, so what is the gap between Alonso and Hamilton? Russell's not made any progress, actually, now I see it. He's still running 19th.
Neither is Stroll.
Well, I think we're used to it with Stroll, though.
But come on, like, in an Aston Martin that we know is fully capable of podiums and, like, top 10 finishes.
I can give you one word that will make you change your mind on that. Stroll.
What? Oh, yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cash.
Russell's not... He's actually fallen off the back of Gasly as well.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the sort
whoa,
of time
whoa,
where you'd be
whoa.
like, whoa, my
Well, there was
gosh.
Stroll, nearly... He was on the grass coming in the pits.
Would you then, like, you'd seriously be thinking, like, right, Russell, I think it's time. Just park the car up. Saying that he's back on the... He's back behind Gasly now. So... You never know. Yeah. Stroll going on another set of hards.
Yeah, that surprised me because he's pitted really early. It's almost like he's going to try and overcut the guys coming out later, so he's got a bit of clear track, perhaps.
Also, Kyrgios.
What's he done now?
No, I was just seeing what I just saw the comments. I was just like,
Yellow flag, sectors 1 and 2. Never mind, it's gone away.
maybe it was a groundhog.
Could be. That was weird.
Overtake award. Well, I don't really want to right now, iPhone. Thanks. Switch red, switch red. You're already in red. So how does that make any sense? Ferrari are asking their like basically telling their drivers, go with whatever strategy you want.
As per normal. Well, I mean, we know the Ferrari strategists can't strategize. That's for the drivers to do.
Said he's just won him right back off of the Aston.
Well, it is. Well, it is.
Alonso, do whatever you need to do. Get past Max, stay there, win. Okay, in that order.
They kind of all space out equally, with the exception of Max somewhat, but I would imagine he's not pushing too hard. Although he is complaining about his tyres, but the amount of times we've seen Lewis complain about his tyres, then go on to win the race, not going to really, not going to care too much about that. Yeah, and we're getting towards halfway, yeah. In 45 minutes, yeah. Whoa.
Living on a plane.
Exactly that.
That's Ferrari. Living on a plane.
That's the strategy department.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm of the thinking Leclerc is, in fact, holding up signs now. I was thinking at the time that they're just sort of circulating at the same pace, but Leclerc's falling away from Hamilton.
Is it team orders territory, or is it just like commanders passing normally? Just go.
I think for 4th and 5th, who cares? Kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's Sainz is not going to catch. Might catch Hamilton.
But
Might.
Maybe, but they still have to pit. Remember.
I'm not convinced Verstappen, Alonso, and Hamilton are going to go all that way on just these hard tyres. That's the only thing I'm thinking. There's another 38 laps on top of like the 20 they've already done. Okay, and there it goes, K-Mag, finally. No, it was Hulk, again.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean K-Mag still hasn't pitted? Nope, still hasn't pitted.
Potentially. Yeah.
Nor has Bottas, Leclerc, Sainz, or Perez. Stroll's the only one to pit twice.
Perez is still on those hards, so he's not like he has to pit right away.
There's a bad bit of symmetry in this. Can you spot it? Put it this way, look at second and second to last.
Second.
And Verstappen says that grip is getting better. Shocker. Bono, my tyres are fine.
What? What?
Look at who's in second to last and look who was in second.
Oh, yes. I was looking, I forgot Sergeant was out, so I was looking at Hulk thinking...
The other one.
Huh?
Yeah, in the running.
But now I can see, yes. That's what I was saying a minute ago, like...
Yeah, he should be doing better.
He should be doing better, and I'm not
Bottas.
going to be rude here, but he was driving better with 2 broken wrists. So, you know.
Ooh, there's... Ooh, that's being clipped.
But he was, wasn't he? Like, come on, like the first few races of the season, so he was not on the back of Alonso, but he was chilling around where Alonso was.
Yeah, he got 4th or 5th
And he
in
had 2
Bahrain or
broken
something, didn't he?
wrists. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Driver. He's the sort of driver that's like, my dad's basically owns his team, so it's not like I'm going anywhere.
You're not wrong.
So he can just do whatever he wants at this point.
Welcome to the TED Talk from Sarah Hawkey on Stroll.
He needs to take a stroll back into the garage.
Back into F2. According to Stroll Senior, he's still recovering. I mean,
yes and no.
What was the first race? March?
Yes.
3 months ago? No. With the amount of physiotherapy...
I was going to say, he literally drove with for 4th and 5th the first race. And that was like 2 or 3 weeks after he had the accident. And he did really well.
I was about to say Russell just got ahead of Gasly, but Gasly pitted. Russell's pace since that incident is not good.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if something like more than just a tyre went. And the front wing, obviously, but...
Yeah, I'd imagine he's carrying a problem there.
Yeah.
Does Stroll come straight from F3? Damn.
Dead cash. I suppose it's probably in that generation where it was like, you have money, you want to drive an F1 car, there you go.
I think Verstappen missed out F2 as well, didn't he? Yeah. Stevie says, thinking of getting F1 23, but not sure yet if I want to get it for PS5 or PC.
PS5 so you can come and play with us.
Yeah.
PGPs.
Honestly, Stevie, when it comes to all these things...
Advertisement.
Put that away, we're not being sponsored.
EA?
EA.
F1? Sponsor us, please.
Please do.
If you do.
Oh, wheel to wheel, wheel to wheel. That's going to end in tears. And Russell comes in on the inside and gets both.
Oh.
Cheeky little bastard.
Russell, you interrupted my advertisement there. But I'm happy for you. But
Oh.
What?
That was the most
there?
pathetic
Jesus
incident.
Christ. They were just they were both. They both just carried on going.
Dumb ways to F1. So many dumb ways to
F1. Oh my god.
Oh, that is mad.
That left me speechless. I was like, what am I watching? I was like, I'm sure the track turns there.
Oh, Pedro has a fair point there. Crossplay. We'd forgotten about crossplay. For the F123, it's crossplay. You can get it for PC or PS5, it doesn't matter.
Well, anyways, EA, if you want to sponsor us, I won't throw this one away.
I will.
But maybe if you sponsor us, I might still throw this one away. But if this game promises to be better, I won't throw it away.
Oh, so K-Mag got a bit of a bump from DeFries in the middle of turn 2. Not a big one. Russell nips down the inside going, ha ha.
Nah, that's not DeFries though, is it? That's Yuki. Or is that DeFries?
Oh, sorry, it's Yuki, yeah. Hang on, no, wait, it's got to be DeFries. I meant DeFries, sorry. Okay, yeah, and then DeFries just locks up to high hell and then parks it right in front of K-Mag. Oh man, that was dumb.
Yeah. Ooh. I think DeFries will have a bit of a turn off there.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad luck, but oh dear. Turn 2 incident involving cars, well, DeFries and K-Mag. DeFries should get a penalty for that, in all honesty. Probably 5 seconds. But his race is ruined anyway, so not a big problem. But yeah, what we were trying to say, Stevie, before that little bit of action, we run a pre-GP, usually on a Saturday night before the actual Grand Prix. Unless it's kind of like Mexico or Canada when they're running in North America, and we can run them directly before the actual race, depending on what's going on that week.
I was going to say, yeah. If not, sometimes it's in the middle of the week, but
depending on all of our schedules, we try and do good and as best as we can.
But yeah, other than that, like, it is a 100% race, so it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's our little version of the F1 race, so
and
if you'd like to...
Yeah. And we've done an entire season now, haven't we?
We have. We marked our 1 year at Baku, and that was a horrible race for all of us. So
let's not talk about Baku.
Yeah. But I won one today, so I'm happy. Your turn soon, alright, Midnight? Yours and Ziggy's turn soon.
Hopefully. If I hadn't have gone to hard tyres after my pit stop, if I'd have gone to soft tyres before the rain had come out, I would have been so much quicker. And then I got myself a 3-second penalty and a drive-through. I am smarting after that. But it was all my own fault, so...
Yeah, you still did really well, though.
I'm pleased with the result, given how much I cocked up.
Good.
But as I said just before we went live, I am absolutely Lando penalty. What was that for? The time penalty for unsportsmanlike behaviour. What?
What?
What? That's a new one.
What? What did he do?
They were saying something about being slow in a corner, but that must have been under safety car or something. Okay, Science is pitted. But yeah, I was saying pre-GP. I am so happy with my wet weather pace. That was fun at the end until you started wheeling across the line.
I was like, you're not taking him in the line.
Yeah. And I
want to see that from your point of view, though.
Well, yeah, I went right, you went right, I went left, you went left. It's like, that's not moving once. Okay, they're definitely thinking they're going to have to pit again. John, it's a good race for the Ferrari lads, all things considered.
Yeah, considering that... Wait.
The Ferrari.
Oh, Stein's pitted.
I'm not quite sure what you said there, Stevie. Introduce AI?
AL? I don't know. It's like, it's either an L or an I.
Yeah, it could be a capital I. And I agree with Pedro. Albon is doing superbly.
It is.
And obviously he's about to get passed by Perez on fresh medium tyres.
Before we were interrupted with the stuff in the real F1, Stevie, if you'd like to come and join us, then just obviously please let us know, and we'd love to have you there. The more the merrier.
Well, now that 23's out, I think, Sarah, you'll probably agree with us, we'll start messaging people a couple of days beforehand when we know a schedule for it. That way, because everyone's going to be on 23 now. There was no point doing it with 22.
And we will hopefully carry on restart our career mode that we ended up ditching.
We just haven't had time, have we?
No, and plus the game was never enough to save for anyway. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Stevie suggests introduce a penalty for unsportsmanlike behaviour in GT7 too.
Yes.
The only problem I've got with that is with the how it's all run in GT7, they'll get it wrong.
You'd be nice to someone and they'll be like, bam, penalty.
Pedro says, are we going to restart at Aston as Hamilton pits? We'll have to talk about that, won't we?
Yes. We shall.
I'll have to be Alonso.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry.
Appreciate that.
It's not the fact, it's just age. You get to have Mr. Eyebrow. No, wait, they're both Mr. Eyebrows.
I can have daddy's cash. But hopefully as well, now that we've both got the game, we can do more F1 stuff and actually enjoy it.
Turn 2 incident, under investigation, De Vries and K-Mag. Well, we knew that 2 laps. Oh, FIA.
I want to see what Lando got that penalty for. Like,
yeah, we haven't seen it on replay.
a box.
I wonder if Russell's just going to go to the end.
I mean, when did
he calls the safety car.
No, but when did he get to 8th?
He hasn't pitted for the second time. Everyone else has pitted, virtually.
He was down there, then he's up there, and I'm like, oh, where did that happen?
Well, I'm pretty sure Ocon, Bottas, Norris, Stroll, Piastri, Hulk, Gasly, Tsunoda, Zhou, De Vries, K-Mag have all pitted and all been in incidents.
Oh. He's managed to sneak back up there then.
He's a crafty little bugger.
He is.
I'll see what he does. Calls a safety car, then is back out, and then he's back up into the top 8. It would have worked better if he'd been on podium like he was supposed to be. Surprise, Hamilton's gone to the medium. So he's going to have to do 28 laps on the medium. Okay, yeah, he can do that. Verstappen in.
Considering the Ferrari's basically done most of that on mediums, it's possible.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Verstappen's just covering Hamilton. Now,
will he go back to mediums or hards?
How has Verstappen built a 24-second gap?
Alonso pitted.
When did he pit? Oh, he did pit, yeah.
Alonso and Hamilton pitted.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Even so, still a 7-second gap.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Was the last time I checked, it was about 6 seconds at most. And huh?
When did that happen? He turned up on the rocket ship mode and it just went, full on nitrous like down the straight.
It's not Fast and Furious. They haven't got into space yet. Although Kubica in 2007 did try to go into space.
I was going to say, and Alonso and Stroll last year.
Son of a I love you, Stroll, going past him.
Yeah.
I'm watching this on the diamond screen. He is being creepily nice to Stroll, though, isn't he?
Yeah. But no, he doesn't have to be, does he? He's getting the results for Aston here.
He is.
I suppose it's that nice, oh, thanks for having me. But really, it's the other way, we need you. We really need you. Because I think Pedro mentioned to me, Alonso is basically carrying Aston Martin.
He is.
He's scored basically all of the points.
Well, Stroll's in P12. He's only 2 places behind for points. Okay, Sainz has been told to hold back from Leclerc. Being fair, there's no point for the Ferrari boys to be fighting each other. They just need to keep Perez behind them.
Hold back the Perez.
It's worth saying that Perez has had a not particularly good few races since winning. We won. Was it Baku? Baku-ish. And he hasn't had a good set of races since his last win. I mean, Monaco was dreadful. Barcelona was dreadful, for the most part.
In for the street circuits.
Yeah, he does seem to be a street racing king.
Hamilton with the fastest lap.
Okay, yeah, on the new medium tyres. That's fair. Won't be surprised if Verstappen is just managing his tyres now.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have to, overdo it, even though he probably will, but...
I don't know what you're on about.
Can Albon hold back Russell?
We will find out in due course. There's a bit of a race on behind you, but I don't know, Leclerc can maybe get close to Hamilton, but I don't know. I kind of see them finishing in the places that they are at the moment.
Yeah. I think from Perez up will finish where they are, maybe. Then below that, it's what's play for.
Yeah, for the last 3 positions of points. Well, alright. 7, 8, 9 and 10.
I'm not screaming out at you, but anyone that you've been impressed with so far?
Albon.
Yeah?
So far, Albon, yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It seems he's quite consistent at the moment and still within the top 10, which is nice to see. Other than that,
I'd like
probably
to,
just
yeah,
Alonso.
I'd like to see. Well, yeah, Alonso's fair. That's fair. I'd like to see Albon go for a set of soft tyres and be really fast towards the end. Problem is that'll put him way down the field. And that'll put him probably behind Hulkenberg, if not Tsunoda.
He needs to kind of just stick wherever he is at the moment.
Yeah, do what he did in Australia last year and just go like most of the race on hard tyres.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last time we saw a Williams and a Mercedes battling? It was Imola a few years ago when Russell was coming up behind Bottas.
Oh, yes.
And on a straight, Russell managed to T-bone Bottas.
Yes.
On a straight.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, Pedro says De Vries is absolutely nowhere again. Well, no, he was somewhere. He was off the skate road down with McKay-Mag. He was somewhere.
Do you still think that AlphaTauri should give him maybe the rest of this season and maybe next season to get used to the car, or is it?
At least this season, just to be fair.
Yeah.
Some drivers, I think, just do not cope in the Red Bull family.
No. And sometimes it takes to more than one season to get used to everything.
I do agree.
Alonso struggling for fuel or tyres. Want to win the race, mate. And with Verstappen out front, I'm not sure that's going to happen, but
And Stevie,
we'd love you to.
And Stevie has raised a very valid point as to what you were just referring to. Oh, Alonso off at the chicane. They have given Tsunoda 3 years.
And to be fair, this year though, except for this race, really, but in fair to him, Tsunoda 11 centimeters very close to the ball. That's a new graphic.
I like it, actually.
I like it, but it was new, but it caught my attention. I was like, oh.
And Russell definitely beat that one today.
No.
0.
Yeah, 0. I'm disappointed they didn't show that I start then. So, yeah, Tsunoda 3 years. And this year, apart from this race, he seems to be doing alright now, but...
Yeah. I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised by Tsunoda this year. I mean, he is, again, running 16th at the moment, but he's been doing better. But you can't, every race can't be positive. Not every single race, anyway. Lawson is doing everything he can to take the seat away from him. True. I don't know much about F2, though.
Oh, he's in Super Formula.
Oh, he's
No.
Super Formula.
Yeah, Super Formula.
The only issue that is Nick is older, yes, but he hasn't got F1 experience. Formula E doesn't translate. And it's been a long while since he's been in F2, so they need to give him at least 3/4 of a year.
Yeah.
And then if they could give... If he's clearly not on the pace of Tsunoda by Suzuka-ish, yeah, they have to think about swapping them out.
Then again, is that unfair? Because then they let Tsunoda
3 years, yeah.
basically carry on. It's hard, and because there's only 2 seats in each team, like it's that decision whether they'd be cutthroat and be like, right, you didn't perform, you're out, someone else is in, or all right, we'll give you another year. So, because obviously it's a business at the end of the day, it's a bit like tricky decisions to be made.
And Kulios, the answer to that one for the cameras is we have to use 2 cameras for how we do this. And one of them is different to the other. Simple as that.
Basically, I'm on Discord. I'm using my laptop's computer. Unfortunately, that's why it becomes a bit grainy. and a bit distorted, like, because I can see what I look like in that camera. But my camera on my stream isn't connected to the Streamlabs, so if I have a computer, then I could get 2 cameras, and if I had more USB ports, then I could probably do 2 cameras. But we're having to roll like this, and it does its job. Its job at the end of the day.
I just turned the equalizer on my one, and the quality's got a lot better. Whoops.
But I'll have a look and see what I can do and see if I can work two cameras off. But I'm not sure if I will be able to or not, because my laptop might then shit itself.
Well, hopefully not.
But we're always looking for ways to improve the podcast, so. I mean, is Alonso chasing Verstappen?
Yes, but he's been told to lift and coast somewhat, so he's never going to catch Verstappen. Although it is promising, only being 6 seconds off the Red Bull.
True.
I mean, if you even look at all the way down to 5th, there's not a big gap between any of the drivers.
They're relatively all close together.
Yeah. It's just a shame that it's then Albon by 16 seconds.
He's still in there, though. He's still in there.
He's going to go to the end now. It's going to be all aboard the Albon train at this point.
True.
So, have you ever been to Santa Pod?
No. But I've seen many videos of my friends have been. I want to go at some point, but it's a long trip.
It's a big drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Coolius was telling me about it.
From what I've seen, it's alright. It's just it's basically a drag strip where you just race in a straight line.
Yes. I live my life quarter mile at a time, and
Exactly.
sometimes on fire. Or on Richard Hammond, upside down.
Yeah.
Insert joke about Clarkson saying having to wear a nappy for 6 months afterwards. Clarkson said it, not me. I remember, we're looking at the McLaren here, I remember them saying that they had logos and all that could change as they drive. I'm not sure if I just saw it or not. Because you can see the 2 chrome logos. I'm not sure I just saw them flash or just reflect something. It's like, I know they've got like LED strips over the headrests, and they can literally change what it says on there and the colour of it, which is pretty cool. So Albon and Russell, 40 laps on the hard tyres.
Damn.
I tell you what, that Mercedes, when it's got its DRS open, there's something about it that makes it look mean. Yeah, apparently it's 122.6 miles from Southampton to Santa Pod. So yeah, it's about 2.5 hours to me, if not 3. Depending on roads you take and whatnot. It's not the worst thing in the world. I like a long drive. I used to travel to Manchester. It's a place called Accrington. I used to do 268 miles in 3 hours and 57 minutes. Not completely legal in the world, but you get the point.
I'm back. Am I?
You are back. Did you stop
My
there?
internet just my internet just went. No.
I wonder why you were so quiet.
Refresh the stream on my side if you're still here.
Yeah, didn't miss much. Russell. Russell?
So?
Russell's retiring. Yeah. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't just retire a lot earlier. Okay, we have a Haas coming for a pit stop, which will be K-Mag. You still with us, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm still with you. I'm just trying to get my stream back up.
You just had, what's the best way of putting it? Concentration face. And by the way, Kulios asked, are we playing GTA after this? Maybe?
Maybe.
Hadn't we discussed it, had we?
We could do it in a little bit.
Hmm.
Might have to go sit down for a while and give my eyes a little bit of a rest. Come on, stream. Like,
Okay,
come on.
okay, we know Russell's retiring. We know. Focus on something else. I need to get a new blind and gaffer tape. That sounds like the makings of a serial killer, though, Kulios.
Right, stream's back up.
Whee!
Refresh the stream.
Refresh my stream.
Do. That means I have to upload it to YouTube and to video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love 10 energy. I don't know why. Do you know what it was, right? I looked over and I saw my fan was spinning around and I thought, it's not really hitting me. So I turned around, moved my fan so it was directly like facing me. Then my laptop just shit itself. And the internet just went, no.
Your laptop overheats, doesn't it?
Well, yes. It's done that for about like forever. That's why I don't touch it. Because it's about 1,000 degrees when it's streaming.
About 1,000, you say? So about as hot as the sun.
It's an accurate description, right?
Alright, I trust you. And Kulios is touching upon a reason why you need blackout blinds and stuff like that, particularly when you're streaming and all that, because of light from the freaking sun, or in this case, Sarah's laptop. Which is why I moved my stream from over there, facing that way, to this way.
My window's there, but my curtains are pretty dark.
Yeah, yours
you just
is
see
on.
that little gap where my logo is on my stream, but on yours it's just that little gap that sun can get through. But in this game it's like rainy weather.
Makes you yearn for the winter when you can got all clouds, it's all nice and dark, and you're not going to heat up your room like a supernova.
No.
Alright, Albon is
I'll
still...
explain. Apparently I've got thunderstorm warnings, so it's probably the weather that's about to cause my internet to go, no.
Potentially.
Maybe GTA, maybe not. Depends.
We will see. And Albon is still... It is all aboard the Albon train now.
Sure.
Choo-choo, mother trucker! I mean, that's the point. Williams has a setup which is very slick in a straight line. So once you catch them, it's hard to pass the damn things.
Yeah.
Of course, it means by the time you get to the corners, you're being held up.
In all that dilemma, I miss Russell retiring.
He just pulled in the pits and that was it.
Should have done that earlier though.
Yeah, in all honesty. And it would appear Hamilton is catching Alonso.
I suppose he's having to lift and coast just that bit too much.
That and Alonso's on the harder, slower tyre.
True.
So we could be in for a little bit of a showdown if Hamilton's tyres hold together. Norris is still sitting on a 5-second penalty, so he is going to be out of the top 10 if he can't at least get.
Still don't really know what for.
No, we haven't seen it, but it was unsportsmanlike behaviour.
Yeah.
Which, in a modern context, I really don't like that word use. I mean, if they say unsporting behaviour, fine. But you're going to get a lot of people say unsportsman-like behaviour, which is,
yeah,
I think, is accurate not to use anymore. Sporting is fine. So, yeah, if Norris is going to get any points today, he needs to pass Bottas, Ocon and Albon and get 5 seconds up the road in 10 laps. Good luck.
Time to turn on the rocket mode.
In fact, Ted's having a breakdown about this too, actually. We still haven't seen it. So that could be something they can appeal at the end of the race.
I'm assuming it's either going to be the slowing down thing, because they didn't really, with the whole unsafe release, they didn't really do anything.
It wasn't that. I don't think...
They noted that one before with the other car, with it, Hamilton and Alonso did nothing. I think they noted the one on Norris as well with someone else, I can't remember who. But I think they ignored them both. So it can't be due to unsafe release.
It would say unsafe release, yeah.
Yeah. But the whole slowing down thing is that's like if he's not going to make the corner and he has to slow down, it's better that he slows down and makes the corner.
Yeah.
So.
It's strange where these rules are being applied at the moment.
Yeah. Like you say, though, I'm surprised if McLaren don't appeal the decision. Be like, what actually did we get that for?
Okay, Hamilton is closing in.
He's getting closer.
For Alonso's point of view, I hope he saved enough fuel. This is going to be an absolutely cracking result for Albon if he stays in 7th. I mean, absolutely amazeballs.
Yeah.
Current vote split: Alonso, Albon, Hamilton.
Those three I'd vote personally for Albon.
Same. I'm not quite sure why Alonso and Hamilton are quite so high. Hamilton is pushing hard. Oh, he's dropped way back. He's dropped half a second back. That's strange. Okay, maybe it was just a bit of a accident there for Hamilton. Bit of a wide somewhere, perhaps. Oh, Sarah's gone again. We've lost the Hawkster.
Back.
We've got the Hawkster back. I thought you were being quiet.
Go on, Wi-Fi.
Come on, you can make it. You can make
8
it.
more laps.
We're going to start a Kickstarter appeal for you for a desktop PC.
refresh the stream again if you're watching my side. Oh, technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a normal stream without them.
Quite right.
I don't think the weather's. I don't think the weather is helping.
No.
In regards to that, because I think it's still raining outside, but I can't see. And thunderstorms might be on their way. So it's not working for me.
It's all gone wrong for me.
Am I being stupid, or is there a thing that like you could have internet connection and it never go down? Like,
can you?
Could you have like a little? Yeah, could you have like a little portable, like little?
Yeah, you can get
internet thing that would never go down.
It's kind of subjective. If you could have two internet sources, you know, one hardwired into your router and one like a dongle, or have them set up so you're getting both internet connections, theoretically, yes. But you'd probably need both of them, not because if you run straight off the dongle or whatnot, you can have uninterrupted internet, but that's then at the mercy of the national grid and say EE or whoever you're with. So there's no foolproof option.
Love the internet.
As Stevie says, Ethernet cables for the PC. Yeah, Ethernet is lunge from Norris. Oh god, he said the old switch everywhere. Boss has come back. But Norris has DRS. Oh, that was a dive bomb and a half. Well done, Norris. Yeah. And Piastri's starting to fall away from those guys now. It's like maybe Bottas's tyres have gone off. It's the strongest drive from Bottas we've seen in a long time, actually, isn't it? He's only in 10th as well.
But in regards to the Ethernet cable, because my Wi-Fi box thing is downstairs, it's not really an option for me.
I've got something you can have called a power line adapter if you want it.
What's that?
You know, you get those multi-adapter plugs which go into the socket and you can plug multiple things into it.
Yes, maybe.
Think of it like that, but one goes in where you are, an Ethernet cable comes out of it. It then sends a Ethernet signal down your power cable, and one at the other end by your hub picks it up and you plug that into your hub. Trust me, I'll show you something later.
Okay. When as soon as you said like the this goes here and that goes there, I was
no, I could see the Chrome loading thing on your head.
I was so like.
Which is ironically
listening,
yeah.
But
which ironically that less loading thing you'd get less with the power line adapter. So ironically, Stevie says I want to see Norris move into one of the top teams. At this rate, yeah, I'd agree with you. Oh, what's Verstappen done? Oh, he almost took himself out.
What's Verstappen in?
Yeah, Verstappen went up on the curb. Ooh, oh, that's painful. That hurts your spine.
Ooh. Ouch.
Alright, and I think Alonso has now gapped Hamilton again. Last time I checked, they were nearly 3 seconds apart. Verstappen went up on the sausage curb and nearly took himself out. So that is what's Verstappening.
I could see in your eyes just like...
Yeah, it was just a slight little...
Yeah, really?
So I see what you did there. And I didn't like it. Yeah, fair play for Valtteri being in the points. At the moment, he's technically running in 9th because Norris has that 5-second penalty. What's Stroll up to? It's not a big problem missing the hairpin by that amount, because all it means is you then just get a wide line out of the corner. It's not a big issue. Just makes you look like a bit of a rookie. Stroll! And just as Pedro said, Stroll was closing in, and then he went and did that. Yeah, Hamilton's given up the fight against Verstappen. Although I would suspect Verstappen's still going to set the fastest lap before the end of the race.
Who and who?
Verstappen, I worded that really badly. Hamilton's given up the fight against Alonso, because I got the names mixed up the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I would expect Verstappen to set... I was thinking of two different things at the same time, wasn't I? Yeah. Hamilton's got the fastest lap. Whoa! Can you see the rear wing of the Alpine there?
Bit wobbly there, isn't it? Bit swaying side to side like a wave. Whoa.
That doesn't look safe.
No. I guess isn't that something to do with active aero? Where it's like
active
when you turn in, yeah.
It's just disrupting your opponent behind you in a completely weird way.
It's like you never know which way I'm gonna go. What?
Your aero will not be predictable.
No.
Yes, and Albon is still running in P7. Please God, just let Albon finish P7.
Yeah. I can already see where Albon's going to go.
Dive. Nearly. Oh. Norris is really pushing hard.
Well, he's like, I don't know what I've been unsporting like.
No. It was unsportsmanlike. Get it right.
Unsportsmanlike.
That's what the penalty said.
Like, true. Unsportsmanlike. It's like he's probably unsure himself what he's done. So he's just like, right, I better get on it then.
You can see that rear wing just flapping around.
Yeah.
Brundle's saying it's only on the bumps.
From a lot of the cars. It's not on the bumps.
You know, it's everywhere. You can see he's doing it on the straight.
Yeah, literally, as soon as he turns the court, like, as soon as he turns slightly, the wing at the back just goes, yeet.
Yeah, yeet. Wiggling around out the corners. Perez is in the pit. Oh, I know what he's doing.
Fastest lap, I guess.
Yeah.
Really, though?
Really, Red Bull.
Do you really have to take the fastest lap off a team that's like over 100 points behind you? Really? Like, come on. Go on, Albon. Put your foot to the floor. Overtake Perez now, right?
I hope Perez spins coming out the pits.
Just seems pointless.
No. It's not pointless. It's 1 point.
Yes.
Not less. It's just pathetic.
Not Lewis.
Yeah, it is a little bit pathetic, but then again, there is literally a point to it, so you know.
True. All that for a point, though.
I know. Even Stevie says there's something wrong with the rear wing for sure. Yeah. So yeah, Verstappen will equal Senna's victory total.
Mm-hmm. And isn't he like 8 years younger
Must
than
be.
Senna was when he got that record?
But I would say that Verstappen probably started 6 or 7 years before Senna would have.
Yeah.
And he started at 17, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
When was he born? Was it 99 or...?
It'll be before that.
97. He's 25 now. Well, that was never really in doubt, was it? A Max win.
No. Well done, Max.
Max wins again. Move on. Move on. We want to know what Albon is. Don't care about Alonso, Hamilton. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Let's go and see what Albon's doing. Show us. Here we go. And they're halfway around the lap. I'm not going to be surprised if we see Norris and McLaren appeal that penalty.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Norris is going for it.
Basically, considering like we still don't really even know what it's for. Oh look, it's the wing.
There's going to be memes about that.
What? Oh. Perez with the fastest lap.
Shocker.
Wow.
Who got the fastest lap in our race?
Don't know.
Stephen or Pedro?
Don't know. I don't know. I can't even remember. I was too busy just being like.
How much were you panicking when I was catching you?
Yeah, I was just like.
Who do you want behind you, Stephen or me? Neither.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What's the politically correct answer?
Because you know a Ferrari's going to lunge you.
Yeah. No, but actually, I felt a little bit more comfortable that it wasn't AI around me. Mostly.
Oh! I didn't notice that. Stroll got Bottas. Thank you, Stevie.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and Checo got the fastest lap. Shocker.
That bumps Norris down all the way down to 13th.
He's got to appeal that.
Yeah, 100%.
Does anyone actually know what Norris did?
Because if you do, please let us know.
Yeah, because we missed that one, apparently.
Yeah, we're still questioning what it was for.
Yes, I know you would have, Pedro, and I would have still lunged you.
Good though. I don't want people defending me. It's just
We're there to race. We're there to have some fun, aren't we?
The AI just scared me.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I fully agree with that.
and having Yuki that. Well, to be fair, the AI scared me because of the game being the way it is or was. Because if you see some of the clips I take later, like Yuki was right in front of me, right? Glitched to one side, so I went. Then he just appeared right in front of me again. I was like, whoa!
F122.
There's a Yuki there.
Sorry, Pedro. I thought you should have seen what I did to Yuki in that race. Pedro saw it. I full on yeeted him. Actually, no, it was you that saw it, Sarah, wasn't it?
Yeah, you were just alongside him, and then you went boom, and it went through.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not staying behind you.
No, don't blame me. To be fair.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed that race for the racing. It's just a shame that a few of us had a lot of problems with it. But who hasn't in F122? Albon did 57 laps on the hards, and those tyres will be used again at Austria.
Probably. Fair play though, Albon. Fair play.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Actually, Mercedes people was there to congratulate Lewis.
Yeah, last time they didn't turn up.
Yeah, no, they just left him there.
Oh dear. Do you know what? I genuinely didn't notice Bottas get ahead of.
That Putton and Mercedes. Is it still Mercedes in front?
Of who, sorry?
Who's still in front in the constructors? Is it Mercedes or Aston? Because technically both
Mercedes.
Aston scored today, but last week both
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes scored
Yeah, and Aston are going to outscore Mercedes this weekend.
because of Russell.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I'm not sure if it's like Mercedes is still in front by like a few, or if they matched, or
It's going to be close either way.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Still fair play to Alonso. He's getting the most out of that Aston. To be fair,
He most certainly is.
Just imagine if Aston had two Alonsos.
I reckon there'd be a big falling out if that was the case.
True.
Alonso can't get on with most teammates, let alone two of himself.
True.
Race result.
Stoppen. Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez,
I mean,
Albon.
you got to give it to Max. I mean, he just, apart from that one mistake you can see making behind him, he's not done anything wrong all weekend or all year.
No.
And when a driver is in that kind of form, like Hamilton has been, like Vettel has been, Schumacher before him, they are not beatable. It's not going to help that his teammate only beats him when he has an epic weekend and Max is off the boil. Otherwise, Max still wins.
True.
So I think this is going to be a record-breaking year for Max, one way or another. Most points,
100%.
most wins, most podiums.
Probably another Constructors' Championship.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, the championship is already... Unless he has 3 DNFs in a row, or every other one for the rest of the season, no one's catching him.
So, if Verstappen does win again, the Constructors, who does he...
If it's happened, what, sorry?
If he wins another Constructors, that would be 3, right?
In a row, yeah. Oh, hang on, no. Mercedes won the 2021 Constructors. They didn't win the drivers.
Oh, the drivers then. He's had 3 drivers.
And 2...
championships.
Hang on. And 1 Constructor so far. He's got...
If he does finish, obviously, this one, who does he then equal with those 3?
Got 3 championships.
Yeah.
He'll be on par with Niki Lauda, Senna, PK? No, PK. No.
To be fair, that's quite impressive considering how young he is as well.
Oh, Stewart had 3 titles as well. I'm just googling. Nelson PK because I can't remember if he won 1 or 3. Oh, he did win 3: 1981, 1983, 1987. So yeah, that'll be Lauda, Stewart, PK, and Senna, who equal at the end of the season.
To be fair, that's pretty. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty impressive considering how young he is.
Now I'm wondering how many Graham Hill won. we are going back to the 50s or 60s, and yeah.
Yeah.
Alonso got 80 more points than Stroll. That's only 3 victories, man. What are you complaining about? 3 victories, 3 fastest laps, and a 9th place. We lost you, Sarah.
No, I just. I think I've obtained why Lando got the penalty, but it seems a bit of a stupid one.
Hit me.
If it is the case, it is about the driving too slowly, but the stewards think he was driving slowly on purpose to back up the pack in order to benefit McLaren for a double pit stop.
Okay, so where Piastri was ahead of him.
Maybe.
I didn't see you mention it, Pedro. That's why we've been asking, because we didn't see you type it. Okay, yeah, because that is against the rules. Bottas did it a few years back, and then they implemented the rule, I believe. So I do like that Red Bull. It's a pretty car.
Yeah.
I am hoping the 2026 rule set does manage to do what the 2021/22 rule set was supposed to do. Make the cars, better fighting machines.
It looks like that financial cap, like, penalty thing didn't help any of the other teams at all.
Yeah. All it kind of means.
Thinking, yeah, we were all thinking, oh yeah, Red Bull will fall off at some stage.
No. All it kind of means is one team, if they get a head start on all the others can't spend up to catch them. Max takes his normal position in P1. Blip.
Blip.
I like how they got a non-branded silver can there.
To actually talking? Wow.
We suck in a little speed corners.
We suck at low speed corners. Wrong seat there, Hamilton. But it's okay.
I like how they were sitting there watching it like we would be.
It's like, oh, what did I do?
And let's see if he says Max and Lewis talking normally again.
Pedro.
Yeah. Pedro's right. The only world champions on the grid, now that Vettel and Kimi are gone. That is a beard.
Camera. Let's show this beard. So, it was, what was it a few years ago? Hamverbot, or Hambot there.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's The
Hello.
Hello.
Hum. Hello.
Hum.
Hello, hum.
Hello, hum.
That does sound
That's
like
our
it.
new.
That sounds like an Arabic word, doesn't it?
That does, yeah. That's our new go-to podium. There.
Hello, hum.
Forgotten. Veloham. Veloham.
That does sound like an Arabic word.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me while I just mute this because every time
Yeah.
YouTube goes nuts, even over national anthems, which is weird.
What are you trying to say, YouTube? We can't promote other national anthems?
Apparently. But yeah, here comes the dose of the Dutch and Austrian anthems. Yeah. I suppose for your one, Tara, we should play the British national anthem. Your win.
Oh, yeah.
Ferrari on the podium.
Yeah, always on the podium.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. At least they always make an appearance.
I know, right?
Consistent like that. I love how you can just see Max's head.
It's like a Futurama thing with the heads.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Dominicali's over there. I think it's Dominicali. And Adrian Newey was on the other side. Do you reckon Verstappen ever gets bored of hearing the Dutch national? I've heard this too many times. Just skip to the end, give me the trophy. Pedro says, I would like to hear the national anthems being played in F1 games during the podium celebrations. I'd like that as well. I have to say, I don't know what the Portuguese one sounds like. It's not.
You'll have to educate us on that one, Pedro.
It's not a slight on your country. It's just a sheer fact you haven't had the luck to have a Schumacher or a anyone at the top of the F1 for a long time. But it's still time for it to turn around. Oh, they could use them. Interesting.
Trophy. It's like a lightning bolt.
Stevie said, starting to get tired of the Dutch national anthem. Yeah. That, yeah, trophy looks like it's partially the track. It looks a bit like the track. Yeah, I think it's the track. And the lightning bolt. I quite like that one.
Quite cool.
So Max has won 40, all of Red Bull, so that's incredible. He's won 40% all of Red Bull's victories.
Very nice.
Alonso, you can tell Alonso's enjoying himself, can't you?
Yeah, he's just like, yep.
Has come into the team and has absolutely given it everything this season, as Lewis Hamilton did when he went to Mercedes in 2013.
Why is that one so small compared to the other one? Did you see how small that trophy was? Look.
I did.
Oh, that went right in Verstappen's face, huh?
With yet another victory, the grid is still there.
What a podium. Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, Newey.
Yeah, do you know, I agree with Martin Brundle there. I have to mute that again. They hate that one as well on YouTube.
Dude.
I keep forgetting that as well. Until it's been playing for 10 seconds, I remember. But yeah, Newey is so sought after because he has helped build so many incredible F1 cars. And he's been with Red Bull nearly... must be about 17, 18 years by now. You can track his progress through F1 in the 90s to see how he ends up bringing the team up. Right, next race, Austria.
Yeah. Should we move on to our rating?
Let's do that. So, let me...
Let's do
I'm all prepared this time.
ratings.
I am actually prepared this time.
I'm never prepared, but...
Well, alright, I'm semi-prepared. Shall we say that? Right, shall we? Right. Right, I need to change this. Change windows. Boom. Right, can you see it?
I can see it. I can see it.
Clearly now, the window's open.
Right, bear with. I'm just making sure that you can see mine as well. Because every time it just doesn't pick up until I ask it to.
Why don't you pick up at the...
Freaking phone.
Alright, Dr. Evil.
No.
Freaking phone!
Alright. So, I've got mine set up, I believe. Hopefully.
Okay, so, right. I believe...
Let's jump into it.
Let's check it out there. It's out of the way.
Be into it and jump into it.
No, we're not giving away free advertisements, Sarah. Stop it.
Being cute, sponsor us.
EA sponsor us. B&K. Something else. That's Burger King.
B&K sponsor us too.
I was going to say, whatever the hell it was, and then I was thinking of Greg's afterwards, and it automatically cut into fast food there, didn't I? Oh, apparently they were just showing Norris's incident, and we cut away. Piss. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind. Okay, let us move the hell on, shall we?
Yes, let's go. Let's go for it. Let's do it.
F1 results.
Let's do it.
You can do it. Right, so, okay. We're going to start with Albon, who started...
I'm going to go for an A. Straight up. One bam.
He started P9, finished P7. And do you know what? I think it's an A star.
Go on. Go. A star.
A star for Albon. A star for Albon. Completely, yeah. Do you know what? Let's do this in a really weird way. Let's go left to the right, then to the left, then to the right, then to the left and to the right. Let's do it that way.
Okay, I'll just follow you.
Fine.
Because that confused me.
That's fine. That is fine. Fine. Shut up, parrot. Sorry if you can hear the parrot. He's having a moment. Next one, Joe, who would have started... Where is he? 20th. He started 20th and finished 16th.
Qualifying wasn't really his fault yesterday.
I forgot what happened to him.
He had an issue out of Q1 straight away.
Oh yeah, he was not stuck in gear, or so. He had no drive.
I didn't really see much from him. I know Pedro. I'll get them up. Midnight also has them, so that's what he's reading off as well.
Yeah, don't worry, Pedro. We got it. Genuinely, I think it's kind of a C for Joe. He's gone up 4 places, even if other people have dropped out. He hasn't had anything go wrong. C.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll start off our zero.
The C Mageddon. Right. Now, back to the left. We're going to go with Carlos Sainz, who, after a penalty, started 11th and ended up 5th. It's not bad.
Oh, not bad, but...
Up 6 places, but in a Ferrari. It's either a very strong C or...
a low B.
I'm
not sure. To be fair, he looked like he was faster than Leclerc at one point.
But we'll compare him against his teammate, who was 10th and started... who ended up 1 place ahead of him as well. So that's 11th to 5th and 10th to 4th. So they're going to get the same result, really, aren't they?
Do we be generous and go for a B?
I think it was better than Joe. Then again,
Yeah.
who finished behind Joe? Well, Sargent and Russell DNF'd. DeFries and K-Mag had an incident. I think you have to put the two Ferrari boys probably into a very low B. Like, they've literally scooped. That's probably a bit generous.
Yeah, we'll go for both Ferraris and B then. We'll get them out of the way. Bim bam.
I mean, 4th and 5th's not a bad result. Next one, Yuki of Sonoda, who started 19th and ended up 14th. So he's up 5 places as well. 2 DNFs though. What's your feeling?
High C?
I would agree with that. Better than Joe though.
Yeah.
Because at least he was mixing it with the other drivers. Didn't see too much from him, but okay.
Yeah.
Right, we've already done.
We know he can do better.
Yeah. We've done Leclerc, so we'll just put that up there. So those ones are easy. Bottas, whom started 14th, ended up in 10th, so we got a point. He did get dive bombed on the last lap to lose a position to Stroll, though.
Is it Stroll or Norris?
Stroll. He gained a position through Norris's penalty. That's different.
Oh, that's it.
So he finished 11th on track, but point for Alfa Romeo after starting 14th. 2 dropouts. So he still gained 2 places.
To be honest, it's a decent job, but we know that Bottas can do so much better. Maybe not in that Alpha though. I don't know. Maybe a high C, low B. I don't know.
I think he's kind of the same as the Ferrari boys. He's kind of like squeaking into a B. Squeaking.
Yeah, he'd be the lowest B.
Yeah, just because that Alpha is a dog.
Yeah.
Cool. Perez, fastest lap. Started P12 after a crap qualifying. Ends up P6. 6 places up. Fastest lap. I kind of don't want to give him a B. But I kind of feel like we have to. Do you know what? No. I think he deserves a C.
Yeah, I'd say high C. I'd agree with the high C.
Giving it a B doesn't feel right, does it?
No.
High C it is. And that's weird considering he got 5th and fastest lap and did a load of passes. But again, he's in the Red Bull, which is comfortably won today again.
Yeah.
So never mind.
No, I'd agree with you on that.
Right, Pastry.
I don't know. The first few laps I was impressed. Towards the end, didn't really see much of him.
And he started 8th and finished 11th. Technically ahead of Norris. Technically.
High C then? Maybe? I don't know if you can rate him as high as the Ferrari boys and Bottas.
Yeah, I'm feeling like you. I think he had a cracking first half of the race and then kind of just disappeared.
Yeah. Obviously, first some of them weren't helped by Norris, in all fairness. Could have been a little bit more kinder.
Norris did dive bomb him at the hairpin and got ahead of him.
Yeah.
But after that, Piastri disappeared. I think it's a low C. I mean, the first half of the race, it was good, but you can't rate it on how well you were doing at one point in the race.
True.
I think it's a C, and that's only because he had a good first half of the race.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd put him in front of Joe, though.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Fernando Alonso.
I mean,
P2.
uh,
Pass Hamilton.
A.
I think it's an A.
If he was a bit closer to Verstappen, I would have said A star. Because he had to lift in and coast and all that and stuff like that. That's what made me choose A.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that, and I suspect the chat will feel roughly the same on that, because it's a good drive, but it's not an Albon drive.
No.
So, yeah, A for Alonso, and he doesn't seem to do any worse than a B at the moment, does he?
No.
So, yeah, that's absolutely fair. Right, Esteban Ocon, who started... Do you remember where he started?
No.
P6.
Oh.
Finished P8.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
So the Ferraris have basically come through and caught him. To be fair, he also finished behind Albon.
Yeah.
Who started behind him.
He did have that dodgy rear wing as well.
But they wouldn't have
I don't know
if it wasn't beneficial.
Could we rate him a C, or do you reckon he'd high D?
Well, we have Joe started P20 and ended up P16, up 2 places and a couple of retirements. I think he had good racing action. I think it would be harsh to give him a D, considering essentially all that's happened is Ferraris have come past him and one person.
I'll go C then.
But I think it's the weakest C possible.
Yeah, whack him in a C.
Gasly started P15, P12, up 3 places. Again, 2 retirements, so it's effectively a +1.
Oh, I don't know, to be honest.
Do you know what? The more I think about it, I want to put both Alpines in a D.
I would back it. Didn't really do much this weekend, really.
Yeah, I mean, he got stitched up in qualifying in Q1,
True.
but other people have come through and moved forwards.
True.
Do you know what? No, not... I just realised, Gasly there, I think he's wearing the wrong uniform. Yeah, he's wearing AlphaTauri uniform.
Same with Alonso then.
Yeah, he is actually, isn't he? Yeah. So, yeah, I would say on the whole, they're probably about equal one way or another. There or thereabouts.
Yeah, no, I'd agree.
Okay, so De Vries started 17th, then finished 18th. You can take this one.
So he was the last runner.
Yep.
I'd personally say an E or an F because of that move, and obviously potentially then just blocking Magnussen and taking him down the escape road with him. Other than that, I didn't really see much from him. But it's just that mistake that obviously then hampered someone else.
I'm glad he took the escape road rather than try and make it and end up in a barrier, though.
True. I don't think Magnussen would have been very happy.
Either way.
Yeah.
So
maybe an E? I don't think we can rate him the same as the Alpines.
No, definitely not. I'm leaning towards E.
Yeah.
I mean,
E.
all he's done is outbrake himself once, as far as I can tell, but it's still a weak performance. So I'll be happy with an E grade.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So Russell, well, P4, first retirement.
No, second retirement.
Yeah, sorry, second retirement.
same as De Vries. I mean, he did take himself out basically. No one was around him.
Yeah, I think you've got to put him in the equal to De Vries on that one. Yeah. It was a poor race from him. I mean, he was doing really well right up until he stuffed it in the barrier. Not much more we can do about that.
No.
Oops. Alright, Mr. Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg.
That's the one. Qualified P2. Starting grid. Qualified P2.
Yeah.
Started P5 thanks to the qualifying issue, shall we say, and finished 15th. He was caught out by the first safety car, but he's down 10 positions. But I think it's a D.
Yeah, no, I'd rate him a D too. I mean, it is a Haas though, so
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm with you, but
yeah.
It's always Haas. If they qualify well, they do not follow it through.
No.
One way or another, be it strategy, or tyre wear, or speed. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
K-Mag. 13th to 17th. Same again.
Yeah.
Then again, he had the incident with De Vries, so it's not entirely his fault.
Up until that point, he wasn't really doing much anyway.
He was around De Vries, which was outside the top 10.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
Top of the D class.
Yeah.
Because it's largely not his fault, but he's still there, and he's still always in those incidents.
No, I'd agree.
Alright, this one you can give us all your thoughts on. Mr. Eyebrows, Lance Stroll. 16th, qualified. Last lap, dive to 9th.
I'm gonna put 2 places in.
16th to 9th is 7. It's 2 points. I think you meant points, didn't you?
See? Just because obviously he's made up that amount of places and scored 2 points, but
Ahead of Yuki, behind Perez?
yeah.
Yeah.
Could have done better. But
Given the other car is P2. But it's the same as Perez, isn't it?
yeah.
Exactly the same as Perez. Okay, Maximilian Verstappen. P1.
I mean, it's got to be either an A or an A star there, Nick. There's basically no mistakes apart from that one.
Given the fact he actually did have a mistake, I can't give him an A star. And given he didn't actually have to do anything the entire race, I still think that's still just an A. He scores an A no matter what he does most of the times. So, yeah, Max, clearly A grade. Lando Norris, which started P7, ended up P13, but finished on the road I think he didn't catch Ocon in the end, did he? He finished on the road P9.
Yeah. It's a difficult one.
It is a tricky one. First half of the race, Piastri looked the quicker of the two drivers. Second half of the race, it was Norris. I think we need to see. Let's see if we can find on YouTube Norris penalty.
On the YouTubes.
No, it's the honest answer. Okay, I found it. Hang on. Let's put it on. Give me a second. Can you see that, Sarah?
Yes.
Right. So, sorry, I'm not going to be able to show it on the stream, but this is what I'm going to have to say. Right, here we go.
Oh, there we go. Oh, a wild Pedro logo just appeared.
So he's a bit slow coming out the final corner.
Safety car, you are the second car, you are the second car. Oscar, 3.
So Piastri in front of him's gone. Oh, you can see the things changing colour.
We are box this lap, box this.
Mm.
Play that one again? Didn't quite catch the first bit.
I'm going to mute it though, just because it's loud. So this is where the safety cars come out, and you can see Piastri is 3 or 4 car lengths ahead of him, and then by the end of it you can't see him anymore. So he's cruising in first gear, looking in his mirrors. Yeah, Piastri's gone at that point, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's the difficult one, isn't it?
By the rule book, you can't do that. The penalty is just.
Yeah.
So, sorry, but that penalty is going to stick.
Unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
So, P13.
I don't even know where to put him.
The lowest of the C, because he's had a really good race. He's made one mistake. I mean, we said Zhou was lucky to get a C, but Norris is very lucky to get a C. I feel harsh on K-Mag now, actually.
Or maybe we put Norris on the highest of the Ds. I don't know, it's a difficult one. We'll just leave him where he is for now.
I think he had too good a race for you, though. I mean, at least he did finish in the points.
True.
Logan Sargent, to me, is a non-applicable.
Yeah.
Wasn't doing much until the engine gave out very early on.
Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton, as they say in Hampshire.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? P3, P3.
Didn't do much. Could have maybe done a little bit better on catching Alonso, but maybe the Mercedes just doesn't have that oomph behind it yet.
My feeling is it's a B plus sort of deal.
What, highest of the B?
Because if you look at it, he didn't do anything. He lost a place to Alonso in a fight, which he did. He was good off the start, but unlike the Ferrari guys, they came forwards and they only got a B.
True.
Hamilton has finished where he started, technically.
True. Give him a B then, highest of the Bs.
I think that's fair. At least we've got kind of a bit of a different. And most of the drivers, as in a C, is our still most prominent place to put them in, but
yeah.
But it's only
nothing's changed there.
Well, it's only 6 of them this time rather than 16, as it were.
Woo.
So
Let's go.
somehow I've changed the size of the thing. There we go. That's more like it. Do you know what? I'm happy with that.
For that too.
Okay. What was your rate of the Grand Prix out of a 10? Yeah, if it wasn't for Sargent, if Sargent had got an F, we would have ended up with a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's slightly triggering now. Moving up, yeah. Yeah. But out of 10, oh, maybe a 6.5, 6.
I'm going to agree with you, 6.5.
Okay, it was above average, but it wasn't like amazing.
It was
But
lots
it
of
wasn't bad either.
yeah, lots of good on-track action and lots of stuff going on, but again, it's all mid-pack. None of it is for the front.
No. If it was like front battles, I'd be like probably like 7, 8.
Yeah.
But
We didn't really see much in the way of passing for a lot of the cars. A lot of it was done in the pit stops.
yeah.
Even Pedro said 6.5, so that's like a triple-way agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is fair. But next race, Austria.
Woo.
Any predictions? Should we start getting into the habit of doing predictions now?
Can do.
And we'll come back.
My predictions. Max.
Right, hang on. I'm going to write this down just so we're ready.
Ready. Ready, set,
Alright, so
go.
Max, yeah.
Yeah.
What we're saying, Max what exists? P1, fastest lap, Grand Slam, what?
Max P1.
For the race.
Can't be anything else, is it? Yeah.
Sure.
Let's
go for three things we're going to guess what will happen in their places, for instance, and one fourth one which is going to be like a bit out there.
Right. So what, are we doing places or just predicting like
Three good predictions.
So are we predicting the top 3? Or are we predicting just random people's places?
Whichever you prefer. Oh, and it's a sprint race as well. We'll focus on the actual race, mind you. We'll focus on the actual race.
I'll go Max P1, Lewis P2, Alonso P3. That's my top 3 prediction. And
Alonso P3.
yeah.
And something a bit more out there, like something weird happens with, I don't know, a Mercedes failure or something like that. You know, you get the idea.
Oh, it's like a failure.
You get the idea.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking in my head like, I'm thinking that there could be a lot of track limit penalties.
That'd be a good prediction. Track limits during the race.
I'll stick with that because I'm thinking like hopefully there's no real like retirements for issues.
Okay.
When I think of all of the teams in the cars, I'm trying to think like, who would be more likely to?
I get you. I'm gonna go Red Bull 1-2. So I'm making it a little bit harder on myself on that one.
Yeah.
Russell P3 rather. I can't put a prediction of Red Bull 1-2 and a Russell P2. That doesn't work. And Stroll to finish more than 5 places behind Alonso.
Alright. Pedro's unpredictable moment. Lando manages to finish in the top 5.
If he was going to do it, it would be there.
Yeah.
And my other one, I'm going to say I'm going to do a qualifying one. Haas, top 8.
It's doable. It's definitely doable.
I'm being a bit more adventurous.
We're going for.
So you've got Max P1, Lewis P2, Alonso P3, track limits being an issue during the race.
Yeah.
For multiple drivers? More than one.
Yeah, but yeah, so more than one probably.
Cool. And I've gone Red Bull 1, 2, Russell P3, Haas top 8 start. Qualifying. And again, it's a sprint. We'll see how we feel. And Stroll more than 5 paces behind.
Yeah, our predictions could all change because of the sprint race.
Cool. I'm going to put that there then. Right. Do you have anything else to add to the watch along?
No, I think it was a good race. Like you say, it was a good few passes in the mid pack. Saw a few mistakes from a few of the drivers. Russell binning himself into the wall and couldn't really come back from it. Other than that, not much. Like we saw Max run away with it yet again, but seems to be unstoppable at the moment.
Yep.
Other than that, not much.
Yeah.
Top 3 quite consistent again. Ferrari again, just
there.
They're just winging it at this point. They're just like, yeah, okay, we'll stay here.
Cracking drive from Albon though.
Yeah, cracking drive from Albon. I think it was a solid drive from him, and it's good to see that him and the Williams doing that well.
All aboard the Albon train.
Choo choo.
I couldn't disagree with you. It's kind of one of those not a classic races, but it was alright.
Yeah, it was alright. Nothing too bad, so it was alright.
It was alright.
It's alright.
On that note, I'm going to say that's going to be an end.
Yeah.
And I'm going to raid Mr. Accident Prone Racing.
Okie dokie. We've got Flawed that's doing F1 23.
Ooh. Is he indeed? Why has that not popped up?
He's only got 1 viewer either. 2.
Hasn't popped up. Oh, now he's popped up. Now he's got 5.
Oh, no, he's got 5. Either, I'm happy with either, to be fair.
Oh, Flawed. It sticks with the F1 family.
Yeah, Flawed, if you're listening, now you've got F1 23. I better see you in the pre-GPs. Even though that means less likely to win, but I still want to see you there.
Congratulations on the win, Sarah.
Thanks.
I see what you did there. And on that note, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pedro.
Thank you very much, everyone in the chat. And Sarah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. And you never know, you might see us again, maybe. Not sure.
Hopefully. And on that note, I'm going to start my raid.
I'm just starting mine as well.
Sweet.
I should really start copy and pasting people's because when you're trying to type them in really fast, it's like
exactly like that. So thank you all. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you in Austria for the next one, at the very least for more pre-GPs, more GT7 and more other stuff. Laters.
Toodaloo.